another dimension of yes/no questions, which is what is called tag question. All of us know at the early stages in our study, when we have a sentence, if it is positive, make the question negative. It is negative, make the question positive. يسموها كنا قبل السؤال الذيلي. Okay, so the tag question consists of operator plus a pronoun. We have a pronoun depending on the subject that's found in the sentence itself. With or without a negative particle. What does it mean? With or without. With a negative particle if the sentence is what's positive. Without a negative particle if the sentence is negative. Zero. The choice and tense of the operator are determined by the verb phrase in the superordinate clause. طبعا يقصد بالسوبرordinate اللي هو المين sentence. المين sentence المفروض أني على أساسه أحول what or make my tag question. The poet hasn't left. The poet hasn't left. هذه superordinate clause. هذه المين clause. خليت كما has it, you see, has it, had it tag question, and followed by what? Followed by question mark. Juan recognized you. يشوفون Juan recognized you. It is positive. Positive. ما عندي operator here, but I make the didn't she. She referring to what? Referring to Juan. As these examples illustrate, طبعا إذا superordinate clause is positive, the tag is negative, and vice versa. The nuclear tone of the tag occurs on the operator and is either a rise or a fall. Either rising tone or fall tone. Four main types of tag questions emerge from the observance of these rules. طبعا هنا عندي four main types, positive plus negative. يعني positive هنا if the sentence, the main sentence, the superordinate sentence is positive, لازم عندي tag questions what? Negative. The first type with rising tone. With rising tone. He likes his job. Doesn't he? Yeah. Second one, in which I have the main superordinate negative, followed by a positive tag question. He doesn't like his job. Does he? Does he? With rising tone. The fourth type with falling tone. He likes his job. هذه positive, followed by a negative tag question with falling tone. Doesn't he? Should say he doesn't. He likes his job, doesn't he? The fourth one, in which I have negative superordinate clause followed by a positive tag question. He doesn't like his job. Does he? Again with falling tone. Now خلينا نشوف. What does this mean? The meanings of these sentences, like their forms, involve a statement, اللي هي super, and a question. Each of them that asserts something that invites the listener's response to it. For example, sentence number 1, he likes his job. He likes his job. مفروض doesn't he with rising tone. Means I assumed he likes his job. Am I right? No, I am sure that he likes his job. Number two, the opposite. يعني عندي he doesn't like his job. I assume he doesn't like his job. Am I right? يعني كأنه أنا referring that I am right, or I assume that he likes or he doesn't like his job. Okay. These sentences has a positive and negative orientation respectively. شلون يعني positive? positive بالحالة الأولى من قال عندي he likes his job, doesn't he? had positive orientation. لأن صار عندي what? I am sure that he likes his job. بالحالة الثانية he doesn't like his job. I'm sure had بها positive or negative orientation. I'm sure, I assume that he doesn't like his job. A similar contrast exists between 3 and 4, but it is important again to separate two factors. خلينا نتفق على تسميات جديدة. احنا قبل نسميها superordinate وعندي tag question. المين sentence superordinate راح نسميها what will be called assumption. Assumption هي المين superordinates. والtag question will be what? The expectation. يعني زين. So assumption expressed by the statement and the expectation expressed by the tag question. On this principle, we may distinguish the 4 types as positive assumption plus neutral expectation اللي هو بالحالة الأولى, negative assumption plus neutral expectation, positive assumption plus positive expectation, negative assumption plus negative expectation. The tag with the following term will be noted in bytes. With falling, we say, am I right? Does he? Had it falling. What does it mean? Confirmation of the statement and has the force of an exclamation rather than a genuine question. In this, it is like, though perhaps not so emphatic as exclamatory, yes, no question with a falling tone. So please, student, try to be with me, and when you listen to my explanation, try to put your books with you and be step by step or item by item. Please, student, anything you haven't understood, anything you want to ask, anything you couldn't get the idea, couldn't get the main idea of that item, please, I am ready to re-explain, re-discuss, and it is my pleasure to share the lecture and the explanation with you. So please, not to say thank you, okay, confirm that you understand my explanation. I hope that you understand my way of explanation, though it is something, it needs more. It is a board, it is a marker, but okay, every session has its own discussion. Okay, item 4.46 or 7.46. هسا كنا اتفقنا if the sentence or the statement is positive, the tag question is negative. If the statement is negative, the tag question is positive. But we have a less common type of yes/no question in which I have what? I have both the statement and the tag question positive. How comes? Or what does it mean? Among less common types of tag question, one may be mentioned in which both statement and the question are positive. Your car is outside, is it? You have had an accident, have you? Okay, طبعا هو بس مجرد تحكيها you will understand that what I am what استجوبك. Okay, now I know the answer. The tag always has a rising gloss and the situation is characteristically preceded by or so, indicating the speaker's arrival at a conclusion or by inference or by recalling that he has already been said. The tone may sometimes be one of the sarcastic suspicions. So that's your little game, is it? Yeah. So, again, if you have any question concerning the tag question, I'm ready to answer your discussions, your questions, and your suggestions. If you have any suggestion to improve the lecture, I'm ready to hear. 7.50 Declarative questions. Here the declarative questions doesn't start with an operator, doesn't start with a WH question. It is a start, just like it is in form, just like it is a normal statement. جملة خبرية طبيعية, starting with the subject followed by the predicates. But it is a question by its way of pronouncing. The intonation itself makes this statement, makes it what? Question. The declarative question is an exceptional type of yes-no question, identical in form to a statement. Identical, it's in form, so it's similar in form to a statement, except for the final rising question intonation. يعني مرات من يسألكم you have prepared, you have prepared. This is a normal sentence beginning with a subject you followed by the predicate, لكن tone itself indicating it is what I am asking you. I want your answer, whether yes, we have prepared, no, we haven't prepared. Have you got the explosive? You have spoken to the ambassador. You realize what the risks are. Boris will be there, I suppose. He didn't finish the race, So this is the way of speaking. Such declarative questions make them questions other than statements. Note the occurrence of suppose impossible in normal question. Declarative questions, please pay more attention to this info. Show the recitative character in impossibility of non-assertive forms. يعني it is not just an evidence that they are what they are questions. إنه قبلا in non-assertive form. The guests have had nothing to eat. The guests have had something to eat. Okay? The guests have had anything to eat. It is what? It is ungrammatical because anything, something non-assertive, and this is unacceptable to such type of sentence or of questions. They are similar in force to type 1 or type 2 tag question, except for rather casual tone, which suggests that the speaker takes the answer yes or no as a foregone conclusion. يعني كأنه the speaker take the answer as what something total, something settled before. Yes, thank you, students.